So I finally got some berries to put in my oatmeal, so I decided to have oatmeal this morning and coffee. It's 81 degrees out, which is nice compared to the way it's been. I'm getting ready to go out and weed eat and use my hedge clipper to cut some things growing out there. It's about noon right now, and it's supposed to rain in a few hours again. The grass was really wet this morning, so I'm hoping it dried out a little bit. And then I'm going to come back inside. I think I'm going to try and make some, I have a few beans on the vine. They're not very big, but I think I'm going to pick a couple of them, 2 or 3, and make some fried rice. I have pork belly, I don't have bacon. My mom used to use bacon and or ham in hers, but I don't have bacon. So I'm going to use some of the pork belly and make a little bit of fried rice. So when my mom made fried rice back in the day, back when we were growing up, it was the main course. It wasn't like a side dish like most people eat now. So it had beans, carrots, onions, bacon, egg. I have 1 egg left, but I'm gonna use it for this dish, even though I really don't want to use up my last egg. I'm gonna have to eat something else for breakfast. I have breakfast burritos that I need to eat, and those have eggs in them, so I'm okay. I'll survive. I am gonna miss my omelets. I love my Parmesan omelets and my egg scrambles, but I suppose I'll live for a couple days, few days. It's Sunday. Tomorrow's the last day of the month, and I don't think I'm gonna go shopping until Wednesday or Thursday of the coming week. So I'm gonna go out and try and get rid of as many things as I can out there. I only have 3 batteries though, so I don't know how much I can do. And one of them has run down a little. I don't know if I don't know if I took the battery off the weed eater the last time I used it. So I'm gonna check on that first. So the first thing I did was dump my garden scraps, my kitchen scraps. And I found 2 strawberries. This one's huge, but there was a squash bug on it. So I'm gonna go look for more strawberries because these both were hiding. So 1 battery only did this little bit. So I finally decided to come in. I used 2 batteries with the weed eater, and then I had to change to the trimmer. There's so much stuff out there. But I decided to come in because I'm pouring sweat, and decided I probably need to drink some water. So my left arm, the one I injured last year, is bothering me a little bit. I switched over maybe 10 years ago to all electric, battery powered yard stuff because I I can't hold on. For one thing, it's hard. It's impossible for me to start a lawnmower that has a pull cord or a weed eater that has a pull cord. I can't do it physically anymore. And then there's the not being able to hold it up long enough to cut anything because they are heavy. The gas powered ones are. So I really like this lightweight battery powered one, but I can still feel it in my arms because I'm old and I know I'm not very physically active, and that doesn't help either. And I'm overweight. So it's 1 now. It's a little after 1. I'm going to make this fried rice and eat my lunch and make some iced coffee that I probably shouldn't drink. I probably should drink more water or my Propel, but I only drank 1 cup of coffee this morning and iced coffee sounds really good. So I thought I'd come out and show you what I did. I cut all this back. I need to get some more gravel. Oops. Sorry, buddy. I think I scared the blue jay. Oh, I see you too, Mr. Squirrel. I cut all this. I put my white fence back up and expanded it so the watermelon now has room to grow. The fence was right by the watermelon. I tried to unwind it from the squash, but the squash is now intertwined, so I can't move it back. And I picked some of the weeds out of here. It's really easy to pick out because it's got the straw mulch down. I cut a little bit over there, not much. I cut all that down. I need to take the oh my gosh, what is it called? The trimmer to that, because my weed eater won't cut it. It's too thick. The moss isn't doing too good. It's in too much competition with the weeds. And I cut some of the branches so the swamp milkweed could get a little bit more sunlight, but I can't do anything about those really tall branches. And I cut some of that stuff out around some of the trees and pokeweed, but there's so much I still have to do. I also cut this back a little bit so this little flower could get some sun, and I cut it away from the sweet potato over here in the leeks. I just have to move all this stuff, which I haven't done. Yeah, the tomatoes aren't doing too good. I don't think they like all the rain. I had to turn the fan on, the ceiling fan, because it is hot. Is that on my neck? Or is it on the camera? It's on my neck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a tick check because I was way under in the weeds under the oak tree. So let me make my iced coffee and start working on this fried rice. I'm only gonna make a tiny, I gotta get the green beans. Now I have to go back outside again after I make my coffee. So I have two kinds of purple beans. I have bush beans, and then I have the climbing render beans. I think they're called render beans. It looks like I planted the wrong beans. I think I planted the bush beans. So I think I'm gonna go out, I don't know if I'm gonna do it today, in the next couple days and plant some more beans, because the idea was to plant them and then they would trellis up on the tunnel. And it's a lot, I like the purple ones because I can see them, and also because I like the climbing ones because then I don't have to stoop down and pick them off the ground and bend over constantly looking for them. And it's pretty when the purple pods are hanging down all over the tunnel. So I have 6 beans. That's going to be plenty enough. I'm going to wash them, cut them up, cut up one of my onions, an onion from the garden, a little one. Do I want just one onion? 2 little ones. It's going to be small. I don't want to make a lot. And I have to get a carrot out of the fridge, chop all this up, chop up the pork belly, and then I'm gonna start after I get everything cut up. Cover my mom's name up here. Back in October of 1987, I was in Germany by then. I wrote down the ingredients for fried rice that my mom used to make. Short grain rice, ham, carrots, onions, eggs, bacon, green onions, and I don't remember green onions, bell peppers. Okay, I don't remember putting bell peppers in there at all. String beans, salt, pepper, and soy sauce. So, bell peppers. Why don't I remember putting bell peppers or green onions in there? You cook the green onions, or is that just a topping? Fry bacon, add ham, carrots, and green beans. Cook until almost done. Then add onions, green onions, bell peppers. Beat eggs and cook like an omelet. Slice into strips, add to fried rice mix. Put rice, salt, pepper, and soy sauce into mix. Yeah, so a lot of people just mix their egg in with their fried rice, and I don't do that. I still don't do that. I don't. I like to cook it like an omelet and cut it. Put it on a cutting board or a plate and cut it. So I guess I'm gonna get some ham out of the freezer. And I have part of a bell pepper. Then I have all the frozen bell pepper. Okay, so I'm gonna add all the ingredients that were in this book. I thought for sure I knew what was in it. I don't remember bell peppers at all. I don't think I had to put oil because of the bacon, but because I don't have bacon. There's fat on this pork belly, but I don't think it's gonna make enough to keep it from burning. So I'm gonna start with the pork belly. Since I'm going to add the carrots and the beans. I had to dig out the carrots that I already put in here. I'm trying to go by Toshi's instructions. So now I'm going to put the ham. I was supposed to put the ham in before, but I didn't. Ham, onions, and bell pepper. Green onions. My stove is dirty from yesterday. Pepper. Salt, although I don't know why I'm putting salt because we're gonna put soy sauce in here too. I used the last of my little bell pepper, what was left of it from the garden. Okay. I'm going to start the egg too. This is the rice I cooked yesterday. I'm going to save part of it to use with the vegetables I made yesterday. Maybe. Okay, maybe I'll use all of it. So I'm going to make more than I had planned because it looks like there's just too many vegetables for the amount of rice. Here's the sliced egg. It's still hot. It's sticking. It is really good. I'll have to make it again with bacon next time to get it exactly the way my mom made it. But I think it turned out pretty good, even with the bell peppers in there. So I went back outside for a little bit. I had a little bit of battery power, and I cut some more weeds around the birdie bed over by the gate, and then it ran out of power. So I went and picked some onions that were growing under the squash in the birdie bed out here, the big one. I decided to use some of my cabbage that I picked. I think I picked it yesterday. With some shredded carrots. I'm gonna make some more coleslaw, and I'm gonna use these onions. I'm also blanching the rest of the cabbage. I have the water boiling in a big pot here. So I'm gonna put some rice wine vinegar in. I've already put the onions in. Rice vinegar, not rice wine vinegar. My eyes are watering from the onions. Little pepper. Little salt. And as I started making this, I thought maybe I'll put a few dates in here, since I have those dates still I have to use. So people put raisins in this kind of stuff sometimes, and dates are kind of similar, right? So I'm gonna see. I'm not gonna put too many in. Okay. So I'm going to try this with a piece of a date in here. Got to get an onion too, all together. That's really good. I think I'm going to add some more dates. I only put 3 of them in there. They're really hard to cut since they've been in the fridge. The flavor's not overpowering like it is if you just eat them by themselves. I'm not a date fan, but yeah, I think I'm gonna put a couple more in there. So here's what it looks like. Oops. I'm gonna eat this tiny bowl and put the rest in the fridge. I got the cabbage blanched in the freezer. The one good one, the one that had bugs in it, the caterpillar, and was really gross. It froze in the fridge, and so I just cut it up and buried it. I wasn't looking forward to washing that one and actually eating it anyway. So it's out in my garden, buried. Gonna break down and feed whatever gets planted in there. Have a lot of dishes to do. I think I'm gonna shower and edit this video. And I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna read my book, because every time I do, I don't. Don't know why I can't get into my new book. And I have a pile of books that I need to read. I don't understand. So I'm just gonna go shower and edit and eventually go to bed. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye.